Good morning, students. Last time I had given some questions from book exercise 1.3 to solve. I hope you did it. If there was any problem while solving, then you can tell me, we'll discuss it right now. So, now we will discuss some more examples so that you will understand the concept in a better way. So, here are a few examples. Let us discuss. Here, the first question is find any three different irrational numbers between the rational numbers 5 by 6 and 3 by 5. And you know that both 5 by 6 and 3 by 5 are rational numbers, and we have to find three irrational numbers. We have to find three irrational numbers in between the two numbers. So now what should we have to do? We have to find the decimal expansion. At first we have to find the decimal expansion of 5 by 6 and 3 by 5, because we know that the decimal expansion of irrational numbers are non-terminating and non-recurring. You know it. If we find the decimal expansion of these two rational numbers, that is 5 by 6 and 3 by 5, what will happen? We can easily find a number of irrational numbers in between these two numbers. So let's do. First of all, to find the decimal expansion of 5 by 6, we have to divide 5 by 6. So let's do 5 divided by 6. Here the dividend is 5 and divisor is 6. The dividend the dividend is smaller than the divisor, so we have to put a decimal point here so that a 0 will come. Now it is 50. Right now in the multiplication table of 6, we will count 6 8 48, so that if we subtract 48 from 50, we will get 2. Next again a 0 will come. Next 6 3 is 18. If we subtract 18 from 20, we will get 2. Again a 0 will come. Again we will take 6 3 is 18 and 20 minus 18, that will be 2, and this will continue to infinity. And here the dividend will be, here the quotient will be 0.8333, and this 3 will be continue. So we can write it as 0.83 bar. Next, let us divide 3 by 5. Here the dividend is 3 and divisor is 5, and here also the dividend is less than the divisor, so we will put a decimal sign so that a 0 will come. Next 5 6 is 30. Here the division process is terminated here. Got it? So students, look at here. 3 by 5 is equal to 0.6 and 5 by 6 is equal to 0.8333 ... And here we can write also 0 0 0 ... So you know, we can write irrational numbers as non-terminating non-reoccurring डेसिमल एक्सपेंशंस. और इसका मतलब क्या है, हम अगर कोई भी डेसिमल एक्सपेंशन को नॉन टर्मिनेटिंग एंड नॉन रिकरिंग के हिसाब से लिखते हैं तो वो किसको रिप्रेजेंट करता है, हमेशा इरेशनल नंबर को रिप्रेजेंट करता है. सो वी कैन राइट एनी नंबर, वी कैन राइट एनी डेसिमल नंबर. वो क्या होना चाहिए, नॉन टर्मिनेटिंग होना चाहिए, कभी ख़त्म नहीं होना चाहिए. एंड ऑल्सो नॉन रिकरिंग, कोई भी डिजिट रिकॉर नहीं होना चाहिए, मतलब रिपीट नहीं होना चाहिए. नॉन रिपीटिंग, कोई भी डिजिट रिपीट नहीं होना, जैसे कि यहाँ 3 रिपीट हुआ है, ऐसे कोई भी डिजिट रिपीट नहीं होना चाहिए. वो किसके और किसके अंदर रहेगा, 0.6 एंड 0.83 के अंदर रहना चाहिए. सो वी कैन राइट 0.625001 025 107 891 लाइक दिस. लुक एट हियर, यहाँ कोई भी डिजिट रिपीट नहीं हुआ है, सब अपना अपना है, कोई भी स्पेशल सीक्वेंस नहीं है, या फिर कोई भी डिजिट ऐसे रिपीट नहीं हुआ है. सो दिस इज एन एग्जाम्पल ऑफ irrational number, and which is in between 3/5 and 5/6, because it is non-terminating and non-repeating. Again you can write 0.71250681589001 like this. यहाँ भी देखो, ना ही कोई डिजिट रिपीट हो रहा है, ना ही टर्मिनेट हो रहा है. दिस इज ऑल्सो नॉन टर्मिनेटिंग एंड नॉन रिपीटिंग. सो वी कैन से दैट दिस इज एन एग्जाम्पल ऑफ irrational number. Again you can write 0.7280010001 like this. यहाँ भी देखो कोई भी डिजिट रिपीट नहीं हो रहा है, रिपीटिंग यूनिट नहीं है, रिपीटिंग ब्लॉक नहीं है, एंड this is also non-terminating. So we can say that this is an example of non-terminating, non-repeating decimal expansion, that is our irrational number right now. And in this way you can write a number of decimal expansion which are non-terminating and non-repeating, which represent the irrational number. Got it? Next come to the second example. Here also same question. Write 3 numbers which decimal expansions are non-terminating and non-reoccurring. हम ऐसे नंबर्स लिखेंगे 3 ठो जिसका डेसिमल एक्सपांसन क्या होगा, नॉन टर्मिनेटिंग एंड नॉन रिओकरिंग होगा. नॉन टर्मिनेटिंग मीन्स कभी ख़त्म नहीं होगा, एंड नहीं होगा, एंड नॉन रिओकरिंग दैट मीन्स नॉन रिपीटिंग, कोई भी रिपीटिंग ब्लॉक वहाँ नहीं होना चाहिए. राइट नाउ सो लेट्स डू. इफ़ आई राइट 1.025801690050912 लाइक दिस. तो ये भी देखो कोई भी रिपीटिंग ब्लॉक नहीं है, यहाँ रिपीटिंग यूनिट नहीं है, ना ही ये टर्मिनेट हो रहा है. सो वी कैन से दैट दिस इज एन एग्जाम्पल ऑफ नॉन टर्मिनेटिंग नॉन रिओकरिंग डेसिमल एक्सपांसन. एंड ऑल्सो यू कैन राइट 0.591002005928 लाइक दिस. हमें सिर्फ ये ध्यान रखना चाहिए कि कोई भी रिपीटिंग ब्लॉक नहीं होना चाहिए, एंड एंड नहीं होना चाहिए, मतलब टर्मिनेट नहीं होना चाहिए. नेक्स्ट यू कैन ऑल्सो राइट 0.2859000510929861 like this. It is very easy. We just write non-terminating numbers, and also there should not be any repeating block right now. So next come to the third example. So here the question is, which kind of rational numbers can be represented as terminating decimal expansions? So we know that decimal numbers can be expressed as either terminating decimal expansion or non-terminating repeating decimal expansion right now. So again this is a question for us, that which kind of decimal expansions, which kind of rational numbers can be represented as terminating decimal expansions. So how can we find? And we can find without long division, without long division. Right now, if we divide the numerator by the denominator, then in this case what will happen? In this, our remainder becomes 0. Our remainder becomes 0 after some steps. So look at here, it is 3 by 5, and if we perform the division, then after one step here the remainder becomes 0 and we will get 0.6, and it is a terminating decimal expansion. So right now, without long division, how can we find? Without long division, we can say that whether it is a whether it is a terminating decimal expansion or not. How is this possible? It is possible by the prime factorization of q in p by q. So हम लोग क्या करेंगे? जो रेशनल नंबर होगा p बाई क्यू फॉर्म में होगा, उसमें डिनोमिनेटर फॉर्म q है, तो वो q का प्राइम फैक्टराइजेशन निकालेंगे. एंड इफ द प्राइम फैक्टराइजेशन ऑफ q रिप्रेजेंट 2 to the power n or 5 to the power m or 2 to the power n into 5 to the power m, then we can convert it into terminating decimal expansion. Right now, again, how is this possible? Let us discuss with some examples. Here, the first example or the first number is 7 by 8, and here in place of q, this is the digit 8. So first of all, what will we do? We will find the prime factorization of 8. Right now, let us find prime factorization. First of all, we will write 2 4s are 8. Again, we will write 2 2s are 4. So here we will get 2 into 2 into 2 or 2 cube. Right now, so next time we will write 7 by 2 cube, and again it is in the form of 2 to the power n, so we can make it a terminating decimal expansion. So look at here, we will multiply 5 cube. So if we multiply 5 cube to the denominator, also we have to multiply 5 cube to the numerator. Right now, then what will happen now? It will be 2 into 5 whole cube, because as you have know from the laws of exponents, that is, if it is a to the power m into b to the power m, then it will be a into b whole power m. Right now, in this way, here also 2 to the power 3 and 5 to the power 3, so it will be 2 into 5 to the power 3. Right now, again, to balance this fraction, we multiply 5 to the power 3 with the numerator also, so it will be 7 into 5 to the power 3, then it is 5 into 5 25, and 20 into 25 into 5 125. Right now, in the next step, what will happen? 2 into 5, that is 10 to the power 3, and in the numerator we will multiply 7 and 125. 7 5s are 35, 5 carry 3, 7 2s are 14, 14 plus 3 17, 7 carry 1, 7 1 is 7, 7 plus 1 8. Right now, again we can write 875 divided by 10 cube, it means it will be 1000. 10 into 10 into 10. Here how many zeros are there? 3 zeros, and here the decimal point. Now we can place the decimal point left shifted to third place, so it will be 0.875. Right now, next come to the second example. Here the denominator is 125, and we have to find the prime factorization of 125 right now. So let's do 125. First of all, 5 2 is 10, 2 left, 25, 5 5 is 25, and again 5 5 is 25. We will get 5 into 5 into 5 or 5 cube right now. So in this place we can write 62 by 5 cube, and as we get 5 cube we have to multiply it with 2 cube, and if we multiply 2 cube to the denominator, then we have to multiply 2 cube to the numerator also to balance the fraction right now. Next, what will happen? 5 cube into 2 cube, as per the rules, as per the laws of exponent, it will be 5 into 2 whole cube, and again in the numerator 62 into 2 cube, that is 2 into 2 into 2, 2 2 is 4, 4 2 is 8 right now. So what will happen in the next step? 5 2 is 10, 10 cube, and in the numerator 8 2 is 16, 6 carry 1, 8 6 is 48, 48 plus 1 49. In the next step we can write 1000 and here 496. Now it will be 0.496 right now. Next, come to the third example. Here the question is 137 by 200, and here also we have to find the prime factorization of 200, which is in place of q. So 200, that is, at first we will take 2, 2 1s are 2, 2 0 is 0, 2 0 is 0. Again we will take 2, 2 5s are 10, 2 0 is 0. Again we will take 2, 2 2s are 4, 1 left, 2 5s are 10. Now we will take 5, 5 5s are 25. So we will get 2 into 2 into 2 into 5 into 5 right now. 2 into 2 into 2, which is 2 cube, and 5 into 5, which is 5 square right now. Next we will write 137 by 2 cube and 5 square. Now we have to multiply 5. We have to multiply 5 with the denominator, so that it will be 2 cube into 5 cube right now. 2 cube into 5 square into 5. As we multiply 5 to the denominator, we have to multiply 5 with the numerator to balance the fraction right now. Next, 137 into 5 divided by 2 cube, here 5 square into 5, that will be 5 cube right now. 5 7 is 35, 5 carry 3, 5 3 is 15, 15 plus 3 18, 8 carry 1, 5 1 is 5, 5 plus 1 6, divided by, it will be 2 into 5 cube. In the next step what will happen? 685 divided by 5 2 is 10, 10 cube. In the next step 685 divided by 1000, and finally it will be 0.685. Student, got it? And in this way you can say that whether a fraction or rational number can be represented as a terminating decimal expansion or non-terminating repeating decimal expansion. Right now, that's all for today. In the next class we will discuss a few numbers of exercise 1.3. Thank you.